Hello and welcome back. This is Candace with another video on the Possum Stamps YouTube channel, and today I will be making this super sweet infinity shaker card. So let's get started. I'm starting off with the Macaroon stamp set, which was released last year, and it is a super cute one. So I'm going to take the 2 Macaroon stamps from that set and I'm going to stamp them down on some post-it tape because I'm going to use this for masking. I stamped them with gray because these are just masks, so I figured I wouldn't dirty my stamp with my black ink, and then I'm going to cut those out. On the card, I did only end up using the chubbier macaroon and not the one that's a little bit more flat, but now I have both masks to use on future cards. So then I'm going to come in and I have just a piece of cardstock that's not really the size that it's going to be in the end, but I wanted to give myself room to stamp these and then cut the card down to the size that I wanted. So I'm going to start with my macaroon that's going to be on the very top of my tower, and I'm going to stamp that down, put my mask over it, and then use my tracing paper so I don't have to clean my stamp off in between all of my macaroons. And we're going to get that nice and lined up where I would like it to go, and then I'm going to stamp that down on my card base again. And then once that's done, I'm going to use my little tweezers to peel my mask up, move it down one onto the next macaroon, and do the exact same thing. Put my tracing paper, move my stamp, get it nice and lined up, and stamp. Move my mask, tracing paper, get it nice and lined up, stamp again. And I did that all the way down until I had the number of macaroons that I wanted for how tall I was kind of envisioning my card to be. And again, I'm going to cut this down afterwards off screen. So then I'm going to come in and do some coloring. I ended up stamping this on some Bristol Smooth paper. I used the Strathmore one, and I really like how it works with the Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens, as well as any water-based medium like the Tombow dual brush pens or anything like that. I don't use my zigs enough, so I thought that I would take them out today. And what I really like about them is that you can get a pretty good blend and only use like 1 or 2 colors. You could definitely also do this with one. You could also use Copics or colored pencils, whatever you enjoy. I wanted this to have a very pastel and fun kind of feel, and I find that I get very heavy-handed when it comes to Copic colors. So to keep this pastel, I thought I would use a water-based medium. And as you can see, I'm only using 2 colors for most of the macaroons. For some of them, I did use 3 because they were a really, really light shade. But I find that the colorless blender, which is really just a brush that's full of water, does a great job of blending these out, especially when you use it on the Bristol Smooth paper. I don't get as great of results with blending when I use watercolor, so that's why I tend to gravitate towards this paper when I'm using my zigs. So once I was happy with how that's looking, I did cut it down a little bit off camera, and then I'm coming in with a shimmer pen, and it did explode on my paper on the left, so that's why you see me pulling color from over there. And I just colored the center of the macaroons with glitter alone. I thought that looked really fun. Then I came in with a piece of acetate. This is just from some old packaging, and I'm going to tape that around my front of my card. And this is a bit of a thinner acetate, kind of like what a page protector is. And you saw me there cutting kind of in the air. I forgot to cut off the corners, which I usually do to just kind of make it have more seamless edges. And then I just glue it down to the back with double-sided tape. Now I'm coming in with just some dollar store kind of sequins. I wanted to fill that up really nice before I added my beautiful possum stamp sequin mix. This is the Diamond Diva, which I love so much, and I'm using it very sparingly. I actually separated out some of the very clear and the kind of purpley iridescent ones to add into my shaker mix, and I put enough in until I was happy, and then I closed off that last part with my double-sided tape. I came in and added more double-sided tape to the back because I'm now going to stick this down to my card base. So I peeled up all of the edges, and then I'm sticking that down to my card base, which is 2 3/8 by 7 inches. So it's really nice and tall and skinny. And then to finish off, I am going to come in with a sentiment. So I used one from the Macaroon stamp set again, and I put Versamark ink and then white heat embossed it. And I did this on some gray paper so it kind of fit the pastel theme. I didn't want to use black because I thought it was too aggressive. And then I just popped that up on the middle of my card with some foam tape, and there is the final card. I hope this video gave you some inspiration for upcoming Valentine's Day or just any card for a sweet occasion. Don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up so you don't miss any future inspiration from the design team. And I will see you in another video. Bye!